Hey, hi. How are all of you beautiful people doing on this fine day today? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. First and foremost, RJ, once again, thank you so much for donating to the channel. I really appreciate it, but sadly, I have to tell you, I will not be doing your request for Jeanne d'Arc Alter. Jeanne d'Arc Alter is obviously my favorite anime female of all time, so of course, me being me, who sims for her like a bitch, I'm going to be saving her for a future video. Gotta make the video special for my favorite girl, you know what I mean? Well. Here we are finally talking about the true magic gods and Othinus. For a long time, there has been a very subjective debate on who is stronger, Othinus or the true magic gods. I'm gonna straight up tell you that the true magic gods outscale and destroy Othinus in every way possible. But Othinus! Othinus only used 30% of his power! We don't really know what he can do! Also, Othinus has way more hexes and resistances than the true magic gods!
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
Othinus using 30% of his power isn't my problem. That sounds like an actual skill issue. Go complain to the fucking author. Othinus having more hexes, as you call it, than the true magic gods means absolutely nothing, and I will explain to you why later on. I'm gonna be very simple with you guys. You douchebags flat out need to get off Othinus's dick. When people say Othinus is out-of-versal, or sorry, anywhere near out-of-versal, that's just not true. And you think Othinus is high hyper in terms of scaling?
Are you stupid?
Let me be real with you guys for 1 second. Honestly speaking, Othinus is only hyperversal right now with the 30% power that he has and what we have seen. There is so much bullshit wank with Othinus, it's honestly just ridiculous. Like, when I hear this overhyped wank of a certain character, it just makes me think of the Saitama fanbase and how those idiots think that Saitama has infinite power. It makes me want to literally jump off a fucking building! Don't get me wrong, guys. I really do like the Demon King and Misfit Academy. I love Othinus. He's a badass. But the wank for him is entering the levels of Goku and Saitama. You donkeys need to back the fuck up and take a good look at Othinus and see what he actually is right now in the light novels with his 30% power. The Silver Sea shit is the most uber wank since I saw the one scan with Saitama where it says that he has exponential growth and not infinite. But listen, guys, we are not here today to talk about the brain dead Saitama fanbase. We are here to talk about how the true magic gods slaughter Othinus effortlessly. But to keep it simple, I will only be talking about Nefis because Nefis is like the true magic gods, as all the true magic gods in the Torah universe are equal in power. If you guys enjoy the content you see, be sure to like the video, subscribe, and of course turn on the bell so you never miss a video from yours truly. Once again, if you do not like the video, you will be cursed with 1,000 years of bad luck and misfortune. In my last video, this was the pixelated picture for all you nerds who try and guess. The character this time was Mego Arisa from the Toaru movie. I don't know how to pronounce your name, so yeah. Now guys, I have talked about Othinus and Nefis before in the past, but even so, I'm going to be going over both of their hexes and scaling. I really want people to get the full picture of both characters via their powers and scaling. When you watch a YouTube short about an anime verse battle with this shitty ass edit, you don't get the full picture. You don't get all the knowledge. You don't get all the information, and that's one of the main reasons why I really just don't like watching anime versus battle short videos. There's just no information, no factual context, no nothing, and that's why I'm here to correct all those idiots' mistakes. All right, let me make this very clear. Othinus cannot solo Toaru. Get that through your fucking heads, you jackasses. There are so many things to talk about in this video that I actually had a very hard time to come to a single starting point. But after much thinking, I think the perfect place to start is with Nefis and how she is inherently a higher dimensional being unlike Othinus. As many of you guys know, Nefis is a true magic god who resides in the hidden phase or the hidden world. This already gives her a feat of being a higher dimensional being. Remember when Othinus destroyed all phases and added like hundreds of billions of phases that has infinite dimensional structures? No? Alright, well I'm not gonna explain and show everything again, so go watch my other videos. I am not explaining all that shit again. I got better things to do, like rip Othinus' asshole apart. The hidden phase was not touched by Othinus when she took Toma to the blank world and killed him hundreds of billions of times. This showing that the hidden phase is actually higher than all the phases that were layered on top of one another, which I will explain later on. Also, another example to show how the true magic gods are a higher dimensional existence is when they have to infinitely divide their infinite power to enter a normal phase where all the humans reside. I don't think you guys truly understand what this means. Because of their higher dimensional existence, this gives the true magic gods type 9 immortality. Let me dumb it down for all the Othinus wankers. Oh, also, sorry, I have to give a detailed explanation on what type type 9 immortality is, because it is very important. Keep in mind that Othinus and Othinus' sword can only destroy things up to type 8 immortality. Othinus is not a higher dimensional being, and he hasn't hurt someone at the level of the true magic gods in his own verse. Now, type 9 immortality would utilize a literal transcendent factor in why it can't be harmed at all. It's more like a higher being is actively stopping the death of the lower manifestation that exists in a state where they cannot die. So really, to affect it, or the true magic gods in this case, you will need to affect that higher being or the connection between such a higher being, which is 99% impossible for most characters. Othinus is not one of those characters, by the way. With type 8, it is not a transcendent difference. Typically more so, they cannot die as long as there is something sustaining them. For example, the thing that sustains Othinus are the sources that he has in his body. Or simpler terms, type 9 characters like the true magic gods just have to be a character in the true form, or they are on a higher plane of existence that is actively preventing the avatar from dying. Basically what I'm trying to say, just to dumb it down for you guys even further, is that due to the fact that the true magic gods are a high dimensional existence already, Othinus physically cannot do anything to harm them or kill them. Hey, yo, Othinus douchebag wankers, do you understand what I'm trying to say? Go on, peasant, I'll wait. Show me where in the light knowledge where he even touched a higher dimensional being that was on the level of the true magic gods. Now that we have established that the true magic gods are already higher dimensional beings with a higher dimensional existence, it should be quite apparent that Othinus cannot kill them. Yeah, solo Toaru my ass. Now let's get to the stupid scaling that you guys all take so seriously. Othinus is not higher than anything that is hyperversal. Where the hell are you guys getting this outer scale from? You think just because he's capable of destroying the Silver Sea that makes him outer versal? Fuck no! Let me tell you guys something very quickly. The Silver Sea is wanked to all hell. The Silver Sea, yes, is a multiverse that does contain countless universes that are in the shapes of bubbles. Again, that is what the Silver Sea is. And yes, there are like, what, 99 layers or whatever, but that doesn't mean anything. Like this 103D shit that you all be spouting, it's absolute blasphemous wank. I'm gonna now explain something to you guys that's really important that a lot of people who like to wank Othinus just don't seem to understand. The Silver Sea's layers are not dimensionally higher than one another. It is only stated that every layer are different dimensions starting from 0, and it was never stated that they are dimensionally higher than one another. So the Silver Sea's dimensionality is technically still unknown, so by you saying that he's outer based on this, that makes absolutely no sense.
Oh, somebody's busted. Busted, Benson's busted.
Like I've been saying all this time, the Silver Sea is wanked fodder, and Othinus getting hyper is probably the best he'll be for right now, unless more of the light novel comes out, which makes him even higher and more stronger. Honestly, Othinus should not be anything higher than hyperversal. I still think that's wank. I really do think Othinus should only be scaled to high complex multiversal plus. I do not see how you troglodytes think Othinus is anything higher than hyper. You kids are smoking some shit. Now, Nefis on the other hand, Nefis is what a true outerversal character looks like. An Egyptian beauty. Aside from saying the obvious that the true magic gods are outer because of the hidden phase, and the reason why they can be classified to outer is because of Hilbert's space and Schrodinger's quantum mechanics, I've already explained this multiple times over, but I guess I'll go over it very quickly so you guys understand, because you know, I should probably say it for a video like this, shouldn't I? I've covered this before in many of my other Toaru videos, but in the Toaru verse, there exist wave functions and Schrodinger's quantum mechanics. These things relate back to Hilbert's space. Point being that there are infinite dimensions in the Toaru verse. All of these infinite dimensions are in phases. Magic gods have control over a phase, and they can manipulate it, destroy it, and add more phases if they feel like it. Every time a phase is added, it is completely placed over top the previous one. When Othinus manipulated the phases that are infinite in dimension, the true magic gods were not affected by this because they transcend infinite dimensions and phases. Phases, again, can be layered on top of one another. Remember, again, when Othinus killed Toma hundreds of billions of times, you remember that? Remember that? Remember that? Othinus was adding hundreds of billions of phases with infinite dimensions, and again, these phases are stacked on top of one another. So imagine again, like there are phases of infinite dimensions stacked one on top of another over and over and over and over and over and over again. The true magic gods were unaffected by this because they are above all the infinite dimensions that Othinus created over and over and over. Like, you understand? Like, it's not a hard concept to understand. I don't know what else you want me to say. The true magic gods were unaffected by Othinus warping reality and adding phases upon phases billions millions and hundreds of billions of times, Nefis literally outscales Othinus. Cope harder, you crusty monkey fuck. The hidden world or the hidden phase is a place that is non-existent. So she can in fact interact and destroy non-existent level things like the hidden phase. I want to get this out of the way right now, but the sword that Othinus has, Venisdona, is completely useless against Nefis. The sword gives him a lot of abilities and hacks, sure, but there is nothing from Nefis just being able to destroy and erasing that weapon. There are no hacks shown from the sword that stop reality warping to the level of where the true magic gods are at. Remember guys, the sword that he has is only as strong as Othinus, and that is again high complex multiversal plus or hyperversal. Nefis scales to outer or low outer. Doesn't really matter in this case because Othinus isn't even touching outer. It does not matter. There is a clear difference in power. Now that we've removed that fodder ass sword from the equation, let's get back to Othinus. What can Othinus do without his sword? He can actually do quite a lot without his sword. Guys, I'll be honest with you. You can't tell, but I spent 1 hour looking over all of Othinus' hacks, and I even read part of the light novels again. I found absolutely nothing that can be used against the true magic gods. Guess what, bitches? Othinus cannot beat the true magic gods. I know, shocker, right? The only things that really stood out to me that could even be used against the true magic gods are non-existence erasure and his eyes of chaotic destruction. The magic eyes of chaotic destruction can be explained as the power of the magic eye is the essence of destruction, but in chaotic form. It is the power to destroy even the indestructible, but even that is merely an after effect spilling out from this magic. Again, even if Othinus was able to destroy the magic god, which he can't, Nefis basically has infinite lives. On top of that, if Othinus' bum ass were to stand in front of Nefis, the dude would immediately be killed with all of his sources. The presence of the true magic gods alone are so strong that if they stepped into the real normal phase at full power, the whole phase would be instantly destroyed. Can Othinus do that? No? Yeah, I didn't think so, bitches! Nefis can't just erase this slut from existence with very little effort. But Othinus, he survived by being erased by Abernu! You think that this bitch Abernu is on the same level as the true magic gods? Homie, she doesn't compare to Nefis. The true magic gods' reality warping powers scale way higher than Abernu. Why do you think people classify Othinus at hyperversal, or even better yet, high complex multiversal plus? It is because that there is a sheer difference in power that separates these two. Othinus is not anywhere close to Nefis, or even the true magic gods in terms of power and scaling. Hold up, I know a guy that can make this difference between Nefis and Othinus even more clear.
そもそもなんで俺とお前が第1位と第2位に分けられてるか知ってるか？その間に絶対的な壁があるからだ。
Look guys, I like Othinus. I like him a lot. I love the anime. But stop wanking this bullshit, man. He is not as strong as you think he is. Wait till this motherfucker gets his full power, his 100% power, and then come back to talk to me. Things might change when that happens. Probably not, but things might change. Right now, with Othinus being at 30% of his power, he cannot touch the true magic gods or beat them or solo the Tuaru universe. We have to work with what we have. Othinus cannot scale to the true magic gods, and the true magic gods literally one-tap Othinus. The true magic gods have a higher dimensional existence, type 9 immortality, reality warping that scales way higher than anything shown in the Misfit universe. They basically has infinite lives, they have immeasurable speed, all magic gods possess this. Them being able to interact and destroy things on a non-existent level put them at a much higher level than anything Othinus can do. No matter what Othinus does, he cannot do anything to the true magic gods. Get fucked! Nefis slams Othinus negative to no dip. How does it feel? All these hacks that Othinus has and he still gets bodied. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I give you permission to get on the ground and kiss my ass! Donkey! The true magic gods qualitatively outscale Othinus in every way. Nefis one-taps Othinus. Stop saying Othinus can solo Tuaru. That's just not true. You know it. I know it. We can move on. I have nothing more to say. I hope to see you guys in the next video and I am out! Peace!